All right.
You are prepared to work. Then you ought begin by carrying stones out from the station in the back and bringing them here.
Tackle.
I'll not stick my head where it will get cut off.
The vicinity is quite cluttered. Pray leap! Oh, that post.
A job well done. Now the next step is to... What is this commotion? Perhaps we ought to investigate.
Faith in yourself!
No, the damn thing's been awoken. You got to fell that fiend, even at the cost of your lives. Get me out of here, now!
Swift strikes are a thief's greatest weapon. Watch for an opening, then press your foe until they are overwhelmed. These may not carry shields, but their nimbleness allows them to dodge incoming attacks. Boulders, barrels, and the like can make effective weapons for clever combatants. When delivering targeted strikes, I would recommend clinging to your weapon.
Are you unharmed?
You ought flee while you can. After all, your charge awaits you. You cannot linger in this place forever. You have lost your memories. It is surely the work of a fell curse, but worry not. You need only believe in your own destiny, Arisen.
God, son it. The accursed creature escaped. Oh, you! Get back here! Quickly!
This way, Arisen! Come this way. Let us flee.
You lost the job. It is the only path forward.
No one could survive a fall from this height. Not even a pawn. Don't just stand there! Shoot it down! It's getting away! Bring it down! Bring it down!
Go now, lost soul. Learn all you can of this world you must protect.
Pray, keep your distance, Arisen. Worry not for me. The brine may swallow me whole, but I will not perish. There is a stone not far from here, known as a rift stone. Pray, seek it out. If you're truly the Arisen, then our paths will surely cross again.
Oi! Are you all right? What happened here? A griffin appears one moment and falls the next. And now you stand before me. Was it you then? The one who was riding on its back? 'Tis a wonder you survived. Accompany me to the stronghold. We'll treat your wounds and hear your story. Where exactly is this jail you say you escaped from, anyway? I've never heard of such a place. There's certainly naught like that here in Vermont. Could it be you were held in the neighboring country of Batar? Nay, I suppose that's unlikely. We've been estranged from Batar ever since the war. It is difficult to imagine any citizen of Vermont being sent there. Fie! Goblins! Let's take up your weapons, sir. You'll be needing it. Where you go? I'll not force you to receive treatment, but I'd at least like a word. There are often items to be scavenged from the bodies of monsters and their ilk. If you're not squeamish about picking at their bones, that is. Where do you think you're going? You can't just run off now.
Welcome, Arisen. We pawns have long awaited your arrival.
What is this? Pawns? They bend the knee to you so readily, but then... No. Surely you cannot be the Arisen.
You seek the Riftstone, do you not? We can take you to it. Pray. Come this way. Before you stands a Riftstone. Tis a gate by which we of the Pawn Legion may cross o'er into this world. Pray, summon your pawn. Simply paint with your mind's eye the loyal attendant whom you would have serve you.
pawns are known as Crossers of the Rift, for we are able to connect to and traverse other realms beyond this one. When we return, it is our duty to use our experiences and the knowledge we have gained to aid you on your journey, Arisen. From this day forth, I shall serve you as your loyal pawn, and aught I learn beyond the rift will be at your disposal.
Well, I'll be. A pawn summoning before my very eyes. You truly are the Arisen, then. Strange. I thought the Arisen was in the capital. Surely there's only meant to be one Arisen. Fie, this is all beyond my ken. The Watchhead would know what to do, I'm sure. Though, as luck would have it, he's away. I suppose we'll save any further questions till the Watchhead returns. You're free to do as you like afore then. What? You've no memories, you say? Mayhap you could make for Melve, then. 'Twas set upon by the dragon not long ago. The Arisen is said to bear some deep connection to the dragon. Should you be Arisen, mayhap you'll recall aught of import there.
Hail, Arisen. Pray, ask aught you wish to know. I shall answer, if 'tis within my power to do so. Nomads, we are oft called. Born in other worlds, we travel here by means of the riftstones that we might aid you, Arisen. However, I cannot speak as to our true nature, for I know of it not. None of us do. We do not need to. We merely do as we are commanded. Riftstones are gates that connect this world to a multitude of others. By their power have we crossed into this world, and when our mission is done, by their power shall we return to our own. 'Tis the name given to fate's chosen, those destined to command the Pawn Legion and safeguard the world from the threat of the dragon. Even with your memories lost to you, I am afraid you cannot escape your fate. Very well. May fortune speed you on your way, Arisen.
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. I am confident and may act independently.
Please dispense with the formalities. They
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Let us work together to honor the Arisen's trust.
I've nothing to share at present. Where ought we to go now?
train the recruits for sure.
Have a gander at my wares. You shan't regret it. Need anything? Mayhap I can help, sir. Hope to see you again ere long.
Not buying? That's just as well. Better...
Hoy there. You seem well tired. Tell you what, you can stay here tonight free of charge. I'll expect coin from tomorrow, mind. My pa always used to say, there's naught a good night's sleep can't fix. Not much else I can offer, I'm afraid, but you'll find all sorts at a finer inn. Aye, being armed is better than being defenseless, even if you're untrained. Still, 'tis worth devoting yourself to a vocation if you can. Opens up new doors, it does. You should stop by the inn in Melve if you get the chance. No hard feelings if you prefer it. They've much more to offer.
We must rest, though the sun is still up. This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
Fancy a gander? I'm fine.
Hail! You a soldier? 'Twould be a surprise to see you arrive in one piece, if not. Hordes of monsters have been plaguing this area of late, you see. We've had to start sending out new recruits to cull them.
Is that so? Who went yonder?
Lachlan. But I dare say he'll fare all right.
Aye, I expect he will. Who was sent out that way, then?
Ocado. To be honest, sir, I'm a little worried for him.
What? Weren't harpies reported in that area? The lad can't handle those beasts on his own.
This is the first I'm hearing of it. Fie! I want to go to his aid, but we can't just abandon our posts. Say, you seem stout of heart. Would you be willing to go in our stead? 'Tisn't far, only a short ways out from the main gate. You've my thanks. And Ocado's as well, I'm sure.
Our aid is required, Master. Let it... Let's depart with due haste. Few can weather a harpy assault unaided. Shall we hasten to Sir Ricardo's rescue? A person of import, I take it. Very well. I will lead the way.
The guide is most welcome. Now,
Goblins approach!
we have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Are we leaving already? Oh, bother. I was just getting warmed up. Over so soon? Why, we seem to have come through unscathed.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
meant to slay the beasts if I cannot strike them? Get down here, you feathered beasts!
I'll turn you into a pincushion!
Who are you? You come to aid me.
Good. We're here.
Is that all of them? Yeah, you have my thanks. I do not believe for a moment I could have slain those creatures without your help. I've only just enlisted, and when I thought this could be the end of me, I was paralyzed. You saved me this time, but I won't always be so fortunate. I'll have to train harder, till I have the confidence to face such beasts on my own. Well, I'd best be heading back, but I'll be sure to let my superiors know of your good deed. I hope we meet again someday.
Don't we have a report to make, Master? So, we finally arrived.
Hail, friend! Many thanks for aiding Ocado. 'Twas a relief to see him return, and none the worse for wear.
Aye, that it was. The poor sod might not have made it back alive had you not intervened.
'Twas a bit too early for him to be seeing actual combat. That much was made well clear. We'll be extending his training period. The instructors here are well known for whipping recruits into shape with their grueling regimes.
Speaking of training regimes, I must admit I've half a mind to ask you to join us. We could use someone with your experience.
There's a ladder here.
After you, Arisen.
If you're playing at Arisen in search of preferable treatment, you'll be sorry. Your head is like to roll ere long.
We have found a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
Well met. Well met. A trying time for merchants of any ilk. always a pleasure.
I do so enjoy stocking up on supplies.
Spending gold to make gold? Is that not a contradiction?
You have my support.
I've got wares of every ilk. Hope to see you again ere long.
I've not trained for this. As soon as my shift's done, I'm off
Well
to the town.
I trust all's well, sir.
With any luck, the instructors in the training ground here will have a Cardo battle ready ere long.
Come to think of it, different masters favor different pawns. One whom I served preferred to have beastrons for allies.
Fascinating.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say. Have you forgotten something, Arisen? You're looking rather lost. To battle already?
Wasn't much of a reprieve.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste. Methinks the fiend felt that. Perhaps a few more for good measure.
Well said. I will protect you.
Come to think of it, we're all of differing vocations, aren't we?
Our respective abilities are unique as well.
We must each of us hone our skill.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support.
Whatever else might be said of me, know that I served you with all I had.
'Twill be an honor to serve by your side.
Behold the state of the village. 'Tis a sorry sight indeed. The dragon truly is calamity incarnate. Mayhap a walk through the streets would help jog your...
Pity it were the risen. Hast thou forgotten thy destiny, thy charge? That is most unfortunate. But it doth not release thee from thy fate.
Can you hear me, sir? Sir, stay with me. Thank goodness. How are you feeling? This is the second time I've watched over you like this, isn't it? You do not remember? Then have you forgotten that you protected me from the dragon's flames? You withstood the fire in my stead and were well and truly charred. 'Twas terrible. I had thought your life forfeit. I could not hear the beating of your heart. But you hung on and by some miracle survived. Arisen? I'm afraid I don't understand your meaning. Does it have aught to do with why you were taken to the castle? They said 'twas so that your wounds could be treated, though I fear you have no memory of this either.
I am of the Border Watch. Someone with Arisen-like abilities came to this village, horn in tow. Know you aught of this?
Has he come for you? We are to part so soon, then. Mayhap you will visit me again someday. Till then, take care. Arisen.
Ah, excellent. You must be the one. You match my soldier's description. I'm glad I found you. The ruler of Vermont, currently convalescing in the capital, became arisen here in this very village. If you claim the same, then word must be borne to the capital. I dispatched a missive before coming here, though I doubt the matter can be settled without your presence. Would you be willing to accompany me to the capital? If you truly are arisen, you will be received with open arms. Oh, but forgive me. I scattered my soldiers in a bid to find you. I would not depart without them. We shall have to wait till they are reassembled. Come to think of it, Sir Leonard was asking after you as well. Mayhap now would be a good time to speak with him. Last I saw, he was having a drink at the inn.
We might have the answers we need. Should we ask around?
Oh, have you some business with the apothecary, sir? Dreadful sorry if I was in your way. Oh, no, I'm not lost or naught, sir. You needn't worry yourself on my account. I'm an apothecary in training, you see. My family runs a little shop in Vernworth. So when I heard tell of a medicine only to be found in this village, I thought I'd come and fetch some for us. Made the journey all by myself as well, if you can believe it.
But, well, as luck would have it, I've not enough gold for the medicine. 'Twill be a shame to return empty-handed after coming all this way. But what more can I do? What? You'd do that? You'd get the medicine for me? Suppose there's no harm in that, if you're really sure. Oh, sir, I'd be most grateful.
Seems my luck's not as rotten as I thought. I'll wait right here for your return, sir. And many thanks for your kindness.
We could make the fruit froberant ourselves, or simply purchase some at Rune's apothecary here in Melve.
At last! It all becomes clear.
Ah, well met. Here for some fruit, Roberant, are we?
Do come again.
No purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope the shopkeep understands.
Browsing was enough to scratch the itch, in my case.
We really ought to have returned by now.
Have you need of me?
Ah, well met. Here for some fruit. Roberant, are we? Do come again.
The recipient awaits, Master.
Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some fruit roborant for me? Oh, so this is what it looks like. Brilliant. Many thanks, sir.
I haven't much to offer in return, but I'll be sure to tell Grandfather what you did for us. He'll want to reward you proper-like, I'll bet.
One could not have hoped for a gladder outcome.
Well met. You're the one who saved Ulrika's life, aren't you? She told me all about it. It was a very brave thing you did. I'm in your debt. Ulrika's as good as my daughter. Here, consider this a small token of my gratitude. Now, tell me, are you registered with a guild? Perhaps you already know this, but registering with a guild will grant you access to specialized training, which comes in very useful when pursuing a vocation. Well now, that won't do. You need only speak with the innkeeper to register. Go on, 'twill only take a moment. If there is aught you wish to know of vocations, mayhap I can advise you. 'Tis a vocation for those who seek to master the dagger. Such blades lack heft, though this grants them the advantage of speed. Thieves favor light armor, which leaves them more vulnerable to attacks than those of other vocations. Their talents depend upon their finesse and ability to compensate for the length of their blade through sheer agility. Very well. There is no wrong choice in any case. It is entirely up to you which vocation you adopt. But I shan't take up any more of your time. Pray, be well.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to...
Here at the inn, we also offer changes of vocation for those who seek it. I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Do come again.
So this is where you've been. Come with me to the village entrance. The Watchhead's waiting for you.
Let us speak with everyone we can think of who might know aught of use. A fine place to harvest some ingredients. No harm in picking a few. This is a powerful weapon. A single bolt loosed from it would carry tremendous lethal force. 'Tis not how we use this, but when that counts. I imagine it would be most beneficial in combat.
What to make of this?
What am I supposed to do?
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him.
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I am by your side.
Hale, if you've a moment to spare, I'd like a word. As you can see, we're rebuilding, a task that can always benefit from another pair of hands. What say you? Would you be willing to help? Excellent. You're a good sort. I'll not soon forget this. Here's what I need from you. A bask of saurians has made their nest outside the village. Though they're yet to cause any harm, their proximity makes the villagers uneasy. I'd like to enlist your aid in driving them away. I've prepared some explosive casks and left them by the village entrance. Use them to send the saurians scattering.
A saurian nest so near the village is worrying indeed. Let us see the explosive casks there as quickly as we may.
You have my support.
Ah, you've returned. Good timing, too. I have questions for you. First and foremost, will you accompany me to the capital? My thanks. Are you ready to depart, or do you need some time to prepare? Very well. Speak with me once you've finished your preparations.
There, Master! Saurians! The Arisen has been drenched! Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
What to make of this?
Well, that appears to have sent some of the beasts reeling, at least. To finish the job, I'd have you drop a jar of poison into their nest. With any luck, the Saurians will realize that they chose a perilous spot and steer clear of the village boundary in future. But pray, take care not to drop it in the river. The villagers use that water on a daily basis. You must make sure your aim is true. Are we clear? Good. You'll find the jars of poison just outside the village. Toss one into the Saurian's nest, and your task is done.
Now we are to throw a jar of poison. Be sure to handle it with care, Master. Well done, Master. Those Saurians shan't dare approach the village for some time, thanks to your efforts.
You've done as I asked, I see. Many thanks for your efforts. And I must say, you've a fine arm. I couldn't have done better myself. Watching you got me thinking. Mayhap you've the sense to inherit the skills I possess. Or perhaps 'tis a little early for such talk. In any event, thanks to the work you've done for us today, the rebuilding efforts ought to proceed apace. And for that, I'm grateful.
A moment long awaited. That was certainly worthwhile. A laudable result. Just what I would expect of the Arisen.
I hadn't expected to feel such a sense of accomplishment. I suppose that comes of serving the Arisen.
What's to do? How am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him.
There's a ladder here.
Perhaps new discoveries await us.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
Do come again. Well met, sir. Fancy a look at my wares? In my line of business, patience is key. Do come again.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him. That place puts my hairs on end. Yeah, is that you, Norbert? Oh, fie. I got my hopes up for naught. Wait, listen. Would you be willing to search for my brother? The brave fool said he was going to look for herbs and went off into the forest. I've seen no sign of him since. I'd go and search for him myself, only it is a dangerous place. Understand? I'm not afraid of monsters, which would hardly help anything if I were to run in there unprepared and get myself hurt now, would it? So I thought, mayhap you'd go in my place. You look like you could manage those woods better than I. Please, sir, I worry for my brother. Many thanks. Right. As for where I think he's gone, go into the forest and turn when you reach the tree with the bird's nest, keeping the cliff to your right. Ah, this won't work, will it? I could see the route in my mind's eye, but my feet know it better than I do. I don't think I could plot it on a map, and 'tis hard to describe. But my brother and I are the only ones who use that path, to my knowledge. I suppose there's only one thing for it. I'll have to show you the way. Just be alert. The monsters of the forest have changed since the dragon's attack. I'll need you to watch over me, keep me safe. You will, won't you? Right. In we go, then. My life's in your hands, friend.
Perhaps we ought to hurry, lest we arrive too late to be obeyed.
Wish I didn't have to work to earn my bread.
Make haste, then. We must leave anon. Very well. Speak with me.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
Seems naught ever goes right. I don't like this place at all. This is a good spot. Let's stop here a moment. I've camped here with my brother many a time. No doubt he caught his breath here before moving on, same as us.
This seems a decent spot for a campsite. Surely a rest can wait till after we've examined our surroundings. Naught like a feast to get you ready for bed.
Indeed. Surely we've time for a short kip ere we continue on our merry way.
Follow me. We ought press on, lest aught befall my brother.
Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead.
Off we go then.
Feeling rested, I trust? I would have preferred not to have to fight so soon, but at least I know I am up to the challenge. We must not let down our guard. Go back, and I will heal you with my magic. Wait a moment. You truly are formidable, Arisen. Might you consider lightening your pack, Master? If you feel overburdened, mayhap I could carry some things for you.
Can anyone hear me? Please! I need help!
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
I'll turn you into a pincushion.
I could dance a jig for joy. I'd thought I was done for.
Aye, it was a near thing. How are you feeling?
I think I'll be all right. But if you hadn't come for me, Thanks, Ian.
Save your thanks, Norbert. I'm your brother. And I ought to have come sooner.
From where I'm standing, all that matters is that you made it in time. Anyway, I'm eager to be rid of this place. Let's return to the village, shall we? The sooner the better. I've got to deliver these medicinal herbs to the people who need them.
Aye, you'll hear no complaints from me.
It is our duty to protect our charge from harm. You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use. Goodness. We're higher up than I'd thought. Take care not to fall.
Caution would be wise, but we ought not let it halt us in our course.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
That's it! Back at last. That was an ordeal.
Aye, I'm exhausted, but I can rest after I've delivered these herbs. I'll be back soon.
Good on you. Just take care, all right? You wonder why I don't follow him? So long as he stays away from that forest, he'll be fine on his own. When my brother told me he was going to fetch those herbs, I refused to join him. He said it was too dangerous. What with the monsters acting strangely of late. And I was right. But mayhap none of this would have happened had I only gone with him. My brother is always the one taking the initiative, while I stand around with my hands in my pockets. But today's misadventure showed me that the path forward is the one with fewer regrets, even when you can't be sure where it leads. We managed to save Norbert, and perhaps that's all that matters. Still, I can't help but wonder if I couldn't have spared him some of the pain and fear he suffered, if I'd only steeled myself sooner. So from now on, I'm going to trust in my own instincts. Ne'er again will I let fear stop me from doing what I know to be right.
With Sir Norbert safely returned, Mel... shan't lack for medicinal herbs. Two good deeds in one.
Make haste, then. We must leave anon. Very well. Speak with...
Looking for work? We've got plenty, Cap.
Aye, I reckon...
A good day to you. What is it you wish to discuss?
If you want my advice, heed no advice. Save your own.
If you want my advice, heed no advice, save your own.
I'm in your debt, sir. And not just for saving my brother. You helped me learn a valuable lesson today. Ne'er again will I let fear stop me from doing what I know to be right.
Sometimes I wonder, I'd be better off
Always a fresh breeze blowing
Learning depends on the right environment.
The other day, I espied an elf, of all things. Seems they've a village nearby. They ill favour living alongside the people of other races, dwarves in particular. I understand their reluctance. They live several times longer than we do. I reckon that sets us apart. Not to mention their tongue is a mystery to us. If you can't share a jest, sharing a village is out of the question, eh?
Do be quick. I fear my time is in short supply.
Say, have I seen you around?
Here to ask aught of me, are you?
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
After you, Arisen.
What I can do for you?
Oh, I can't complain, really.
Well, you ought not strain yourself, not in your current state. Those burns could easily have killed you outright. I expect 'twill be some time before you fully recover.
Aught you need of me?
I go where fortune whispers, friend.
What are you up to? Might I interest you in my humble wares? Good coin in peddling, if you've the know-how. Hope to see you again.
Not buying? That's just as well. Better to be selective than wasteful. The Arisen is ever prudent in the application of coin.
Whatever it is, I'll have to hear it another time.
You a traveller? Well, I'll not pry, but I can tell you've a strong arm. I used to be a sellsword, see? Time was, I spent every waking moment perfecting my skills. If you're anything like me, once you've reached the pinnacle of your vocation, you'll want to seek out a maester. They'll be able to teach you a skill of incomparable power, if properly persuaded, that is. Wonder if there's any easy work to be had.
Living dark, but dreams are free.
What am I supposed to do?
I'm about ready for a break.
Do let me know if you're in need of aid.
Make haste, then. We must leave anon. Good. Then let us be on our way.
No one's coming to assail us. Mayhap we've...
Goblins, master! Fight on, and victory shall be ours. Not bad. Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. Are you alright?
You're well fond of picking things up, aren't you?
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. I am confident and may act independently.
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
The Arisen is the lawful ruler of Vermund. So it has always been. To claim the title is to claim the throne. Yet, not all claims are true. Our kingdom sees many pretenders, and they are not dealt with lightly. Let's hope you're one of them. Regardless, do well not to invite my mistrust on our journey.
I grant you roaring flame. Now that's a surprise. An obstacle blocks our way. Perhaps we might remove it by force? If a ranged attack is needed, you can count upon my aim. I would gladly be of aid, Arisen. A fine place to harvest some ingredients. Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Hold here a moment. I shall bid them open the gate.
Who's that you've brought with you, Watchhead, sir?
An Arisen, by all appearances.
An Arisen? Another pretender, you mean? I see the Sovereign's ascension has done little to stop such charlatans from plying their trade.
'Tis uncertain. This one commands the loyalty of the pawns.
What? Impossible. You know as well as I do that there can be but one Arisen, and he's up in the palace.
I'm well aware of how preposterous the idea is, thank you. However, as I do not believe it my place to rule on such a matter, I would make my report to the capital. If the claim is false, we will be rewarded handsomely for our trouble. If the claim is true, however, who can say? All's been arranged. Come, let us pass through the gate.
Townspeople depend on
An ox cart was meant to meet us, yet 'tis nowhere in sight. Aught may have befallen it. Best we press on. Is everyone all right? More marks of the dragon's fury. Its rampage must have weakened the earth here.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
I dare say the cart shan't be traversing this. Onward! It might await us on the road ahead.
Compares to the thrill of victory. One cannot help but feel indomitable.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. We take each trial as it comes.
I suppose I ought mention this as well. The pawns in this, you're well fond of picking things up, aren't you?
This is generally used as a material. I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Someone saw fit to camp here, 'twould seem.
Let us keep this place in mind for when night falls. I've grown accustomed to traveling with these same faces. These moments are precious, to be sure.